Spirit Sports Consultants presents
our AFC Conference Preview of 2023, Who Wins the AFC? Before we continue, we'd like to remind you to please subscribe to our channel. We provide weekly NFL picks, sports highlights, sports travel discussions, and also wagering information and discussions as well. Thanks again. We also ask for your feedback. Please respond in the comments. Give us your opinion. We know we're going to hear from Bills Mafia. I already have in several videos. So we love Buffalo here. We also think the Ravens are going to be good with Lamar Jackson re-upping to that huge deal. We think they're going to be a legitimate contender. And of course, the Jaguars on the upswing since last season. They had really two good playoff games. We think they can continue that. Of course, the world champion Chiefs, they're always in it with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, and of course, Andy Reid. Look out. And then we think the LA Chargers are going to be a little bit better than last year. We think they now have three receiving options. And similarly with Miami, with having two solid options receiving wise, you got a new running back. And then what will the Jets do with Aaron Rodgers and an unbelievably stout defense led by cornerback Sauce Gardner? And then, of course, the Bengals, who have been in the last two AFC Championship games. When Super Bowl 2 years ago, can they get back? Let's talk about it. So we want to take this from a bottom-up perspective. Let's talk about first the teams we don't think will contend. We're going to start off with the Las Vegas Raiders. Too many unknowns with the quarterback position. Similarly with the Colts, we think Anthony Richardson will be good, but we don't know when. My Texans, I'm admitting my team won't be in it. C.J. Stroud and all those guys are going to be good. Give them another year. Similarly with the Patriots, we think the Patriots defense is going to be unreal, but that division with the Dolphins, Jets, and Bills, it's just got to be one team out. We think it's the Patriots, and because of the division and tough schedule, they're going to struggle and will not make a wild card. So that's the way we see it for the first four teams out. Again, let us know what you think. Next, let's talk about teams that we feel are in contention, and if things go right, they stay healthy, should be able to break in to get a wild card thing. Cleveland Browns, we think a full season of Deshaun is going to improve them. The Titans, we love the pickup of DeAndre Hopkins. The Steelers, looking at their defense from last year, just incredible. And the Broncos, we really think that Russell Wilson is going to play a lot better with Super Bowl champion coach Sean Payton as his mentor. But any of these teams, Browns, Titans, Steelers, and Broncos, have a legitimate shot at a wild card. In our breakdown, though, we see them just a little bit short of it because of the difficulty in the AFC. Next, we have our predictions for the division winners. I'm going to start off first with the AFC West. Look at this. We believe it's going to come down to between the Chargers and the Chiefs. And looking back to 2022, plays like this cost the Chargers dearly. This is a game they could have won at Kansas City, and this pick six, we know what a pick six does, totally turns the game around. So we feel that even though the Chiefs are the defending world champs, and you can never write them off, we just think that this year belongs to the Chargers. We think they're going to do just enough. They've now got three solid receiving options. Can Herbert justify that huge contract? We think he can. The Bills top the list of most analysts picked for the AFC East, and along with the Dolphins and Jets, there are three solid options. We don't like the Dolphins here, having lost Jalen Ramsey, and we're going to go on a limb and be a little contrarian and pick the Jets here. We like what the Jets did head-to-head against the Bills last year. Now moving on to the AFC North, we see this as a pretty obvious pick. Sorry, Ravens fans, we like the Bengals here. Joe Burrow has been unbelievable the past couple of years, so it's tough to look away and pick anyone other than the Cincinnati Bengals in our mind. We do see the Ravens as a wild card, and we'll touch on that just a little bit later. And finally, let's talk about the AFC South, and we're going to zero right in on the Jacksonville Jaguars, who had a little bit of a lucky run there in 2022, but also seized upon those opportunities and then played a really good playoff game against the Chargers. Unbelievable comeback. And gave the Chiefs all they could handle. So we definitely see the Jaguars as our 2023 AFC South champions. We wonder how far they're going to go in the playoffs. We'll talk about our playoff tournament here in just a second. Next, let's reveal our picks for the AFC wildcard. We believe it comes down to four teams: Buffalo, Miami, Kansas City, and Baltimore. And we hate to say it, living in Fort Lauderdale, but we think Miami is the odd man out here because of the Jalen Ramsey injury. We feel it's that significant. So projecting our first round, we have Buffalo at Jacksonville. We think Buffalo takes care of business and wins that game. We have Baltimore at the New York Jets. I think Aaron Rodgers is too much. Jets win. KC and Cincinnati. We like Cincinnati. Next, we have the Bills at the Chargers in the divisional round, and this is where the Bills' playoff experience takes over and gives them the edge against the Chargers, who we loved in the regular season, but here we go, the experienced Bills. In the second divisional game, we have the Jets on the road against the Bengals, and as much as we love Aaron Rodgers in the regular season for a bounce-back kind of a season, we feel that his playoff troubles are going to continue here, and that Joe Burrow and the Bengals are too much, and they win this game. That means the AFC Championship game is a matchup between the Bills and the Bengals, two teams that were in the last three AFC Championship games, Bengals having won one of those. So we like this game here. We think the Bills-Bengals will be a better matchup than the divisional game last year, which is very one-sided, in which the Bengals won. But we do think it's going to start off in probably cold, inclement weather with Joe Burrow doing his magic early and just connecting with Jamar Chase and his other receivers. But we think Buffalo's going to come back with a clutch play with Josh Allen. He's going to have a career day, and we project the AFC champion will be the Buffalo Bills, going the hard way as a wild card, making it all the way to the Super Bowl. So those are our AFC picks. Next up, join us for our NFC conference preview, and then ultimately our Super Bowl matchup and our prediction for Super Bowl champion. Again, comments below. Let us know what you think.
That's all for this time. Thank you for joining. Please subscribe to our channel, and we look forward to sharing our future videos with you.